So, good afternoon. Now, what I'm talking about is this. I see people getting on treadmills, and I see people jogging and doing exercises for the muscle separation, chest, shoulder, tricep, like when you was in your 20s. Let me give you a little feedback. I was working out 2 years ago, which was insane when I think about it. 3 times a day. I was on a treadmill for an hour and a half. What I got from that, my knee hurting me. That's what the hell happened. My knee was hurting me. In addition to that, I was lifting weights on the treadmill, and not only was I in pain, but on top of that, I was gaining weight. How can you gain weight? Well, it's really simple. You got to have intensity in your workout in order for you to get the maximum benefits. So my challenge was that I was training harder, not smarter. Harder because I was training 3 times a day. So how can you gain weight if you're training 3 times a day? Because I gained muscle without losing fat. And it was frustrating. Man, it was crazy. Now, I had to come to realization that I didn't know what I was doing. With good intentions, I was training harder, not smarter, and getting in pain. So this is what happens, guys. Some people work out so crazy and their weight doesn't really make a difference, but it comes down to, first and foremost, the nutrition part of it. Hey, can we speak today, Adam? Please, we got to get this thing rolling, and I'm having a few questions and I need some help. So, you guys, you want to produce results, right? Megatron knows this. In order for you to produce the best results possible, you got to be smart with your strategy. So it drove me crazy that I was working out more and I was gaining weight. It was frustrating and it was painful. So what's the solution to that, guys? Happy New Year, sir. The solution is this: high intensity interval training. I'm 54. I'll be 54 next Friday, God willing. And I've lost 30 pounds so far and counting. I've done this in the last 3 months, and it hasn't been because of what you would consider diet. It's lifestyle. It's choosing to use food as my medicine, prevention. So if you're working out, if you get to the point where you finally get yourself motivated to work out and you get injured, man, that's a frustrating thing. It happened to me. Not only did I hurt my knee, then I went to a karate tournament to compete and I hurt my rib. I got my rib broken. So what I'm saying, guys, is this. And most of the people that are watching right now, some legends are watching, literally are even older than me. I'm 53. I'll be 54 next week. We're not supposed to be on treadmills, guys. No, absolutely not. And don't let some young kid that freaking trains people in their 20s and 30s tell you that. Absolutely not. The most important thing is to get your body into an alkaline state. And how do you do that? With 2 ways. First and foremost, the breathing. Look into the Wim Hof method for breathing. And I'll demonstrate one right now. All right, what you do is you inhale. Using your stomach, your chest, and even your head. Sounds crazy. And then you exhale. And I count number 1, 2, 3. You do it for a total of 30 times. On the 30th time, you hold your breath. When you hold your breath, your body starts to oxygenate and the brain gets the oxygen it needs. Even my wrist is coming back all the way in terms of flexibility. So you oxygenate your body by doing these breaths. In addition to that, I also do cold water therapy. And I know it sounds crazy, guys, but research. Wim Hof, I'll put his name again. In addition to that, guys, this is what I believe. Not I believe that I know. As I was training harder and getting hurt and being frustrated because the scale was going up. Why was the scale going up again? Because I wasn't losing fat, but I was gaining muscle. So I got to the highest weight ever, 248 pounds of frustration. Can I still perform and kick and punch and do my things? Absolutely. Did I compete in tournaments and win? Uh-huh. Hey, how you doing, my man? So my point still is this. How can you produce the best results possible? How did I lose 30 pounds in the last probably less than 90 days? There's a list of food that I am using. Why am I using that list? Because the guy, Dr. Sebi, was able to heal people from major illnesses. So I figure if I can eat these things before getting sick, then maybe I'll be better off. So when it comes down to it, can you still do a no hand? I will be doing it soon. Now let me explain. I'm presently weighing 218 pounds. And let's talk about weight here for example. My instructor, Kwajanem Byungmin Kim, Samsu Taylor Kim's younger brother, who actually taught us a few weeks ago, I still consider him my instructor. He weighs less now than when he was in his 20s and 30s. So the majority of the times when you see me doing those flips and kicks and splits, I was 85 pounds. Now, what happened was, 1995, I'm 195 pounds, and I'm the world champion of the light heavyweight. We won a team sponsored by Tower Owls Jamaican Meat Patties. And what happened was that they wanted me to gain weight and fight heavyweight because the lightweight Garth Benz couldn't lose the weight. So I got on creatine, started lifting weights. That creatine messed up my metabolism. I wasn't able to get to 205. And when I did that, man, I was able to beat the heavyweights a lot easier because I was faster than them, but I was dropping them, just to be honest. I was doing techniques that was just a lot faster than what I was used to. So at I'm 218 presently. I was 248. Just when I was doing these videos a few months ago, guys, that was the truth. Anyhow, so this is what happened. The creatine messed up my metabolism, and I wasn't able to get below 200 pounds. Now, I'm literally Megatron. I appreciate that, Megatron. See, you an example, guys. We're in our 50s plus, and our bodies are still responding. You know that you can be in the best shape of your life. The older you get, the more muscle you can actually develop, which is incredible. I mean, it's incredible. The fact of the matter is that if you're concerned about your bone, your skeleton structure, you have to lift weights. Now, listen to this. We lift weights in a gym because we can't lift our own weight. I'm going to say it again. The reason you lift weights is because you can't lift your own weight. So when you're making the excuse that I have to go to a gym in order to work out, are you kidding me? Try to knock out a few push-ups. Try to knock out a few squats with no weight. Try to do a dip, a pull-up, a chin-up. Oh my God, lifting your own weight is a lot more difficult than you lifting weight. So yes, you can go to the gym, but when you go to the gym, there's a protocol for that too, guys. 45 seconds of intensity, 15 to 30 seconds of what would be rest. The food list, I'll make sure I send that to you. I'll make sure I'll post that. But it's Dr. Sebi's. And there's so much food there that is crazy. I don't eat rice anymore. And in Puerto Rico, not eating rice is not easy. But I replaced it with quinoa. Sounds crazy, but the fact of the matter is that it tastes phenomenal. It takes on the taste of the food that you mix it with. Onions, peppers, jalapeno, whatever you want. I'm even making my own hummus, guys. You can take chickpeas, put that in a blend, or in my case, it's a bullet or the equivalent to it, and make your own hummus. Hummus is high in so many values in terms of nutrition that you can make it yourself without even buying it. Like that, you know exactly what's in it. So in a nutshell, guys, what I'm saying is this. I'm going to put the list of the food that you should be eating. I'm not trying to sell anything here. I'm just telling you the fact of the matter is, you can absolutely get yourself in the best shape possible. The older you are, the stronger you are. We got that old man strength now. And there's a common mistake that if you start jogging or exercising like you did when you was younger, you're going to have a problem. Those of you who are watching over martial arts, I'll give you an example. Do your kata, your form, or at least half of it, for 45 seconds. As hard as possible, as fast as possible, and then rest. Do that for 5 or 10 rounds, and trust me, that'll be better results than you being on the treadmill for an hour and a half like I used to be, which is crazy. The fact of the matter is that, yes, you can combine what you would consider weights and your body weight, and I do the same thing also. Like tonight I will be working out, but how I work out in the gym is different from when I was young. When I go to the gym now, the whole workout is done in 12 exercise cycles. 12 exercise cycles. And these 12 exercises, which you know what, I'm going to record them for you guys. These 12 exercises, when done one after the other, it's a full body workout. What ends up happening is that you start to burn fat and stimulate muscle, so your body starts to transform. I have a problem right now. At 248 pounds, my waist is below 34 now, so these 34 pounds are starting to fall off on me. So I'm on match number 5 as of today, which is crazy. In the meantime, my thighs are big, so it's kind of difficult for me to do what you would consider get size 32s. So I'm in a little dilemma right now. But again, the point is this. You can really be in the best shape possible. Do not take age and make that into an excuse. There's no question about it. It's scientifically proven that our muscle mass increases and our strength as we get older if we stimulate it. So if you start doing push-ups, if you start going to the gym, but again, the quality of the workout is very important. Do not go to the gym more than 3 times a week. 3 times a week, and then resting is the key, guys. Resting. And if for some reason you're not eating with what would be electronic food really is the pH count in your food, guys. And to make it easier, I'm going to be sharing a list here in the bottom, and if you just follow that list, trust me, it'll make a world of a difference. And think about this. You might love meat like I used to, and I love the taste. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. A pork chop, greasy, tasty, bloody freaking steak for breakfast. Oh, I used to love that with eggs. So it's not that I don't love meat. I just love me more. And I had to make a conscious effort and decision. You ever notice that regardless of what color, creed, religion, or what have you, most people still dying of obesity? Technically, that's what it is. They're dying from heart disease. So what you eat is really extremely important to nourish yourself. And it takes self-discipline. No, man. It takes a commitment to wanting to stay alive. Don't you want to meet your great-grandchildren? In my case, my great-great-grandchildren. And I don't just want to waddle and drag myself where I can barely live. I want to be able to be vibrant like Jack LaLanne was. And a lot of people are to this very day. My instructor, Youngman Kim, literally he's doing full splits and doing things that I couldn't do when I was younger, you know? I mean, so it's not about just looking good, guys. It's being healthy. I do not presently have any supplementation in my diet except for what would be the quality of the food itself. And to eliminate the confusion, I follow Dr. Sebi because he was able to cure cancer, diabetes, and all types of stuff. Thank you. I appreciated that, Edward. I'm saying I feel so damn good right now that I'm scared that I'm going to start jumping like a freaking fool and hurt myself. So at 218, wearing 34 jeans since I was 228, it's kind of freaky because I didn't expect that. Now, I'm probably going to end up being below 200 pounds. And the reason I say probably is because I don't care where I'm at. Anyway you put it, I'm a light heavyweight or heavyweight. I'm more concerned about health and fitness. Do not let people confuse you. Broccoli is not freaking food. It's a genetically modified hybrid. Same thing with cauliflower. Same thing with carrots. You would be shocked. And mushrooms are not fungus. You know, so we've been lied to by people with good intentions to start training and doing things the way we used to. Go to the weight, chest, shoulder, tricep, back, bicep, and legs 3 times a week, 72-hour weights in between. I used to do all that stuff. And yes, there are exceptions to the rules, guys, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about living a vibrant life. I don't drink any more coffee, and I don't want to hear that coffee is not bad for you. Research the freaking caffeine. Research what would be something like the diet. What is the diet? The diet soda has espadrine. Is that right? Espadrine? Anyway, bottom line is that God put food on this earth for us to eat and nourish ourselves, and that's the purpose of it, to fuel your body. Now, when you're doing your breaths, the morning breaths, I'm going to give you a regimen. I wake up in the morning, I use the bathroom, and then I lay in bed and I do my my Wim Hof breathing. I hold my breath, and today I held my breath for 3 minutes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put the chart in the bottom of how long I held my breath today, because there's 3 different regimens. What's the purpose of that? To oxygenate your brain. No more what would be caffeine in order for my day to be energized. I'm actually using natural food. Now, in addition to that, my knee does not hurt anymore, and it's 100% flexible. 100% flexible with no supplementation, and I'm excited about that. So because of that, I can pick up the pace now in terms of my training. So my nutrition from a level from 1 to 10 is about, I would say, number 9, because sometimes I cheat. And when I cheat, you wouldn't think it's that cheap. In terms of my physical workouts, my workouts are probably like at level maybe 6 right now. But why is my body responding? Because I'm nourishing it. Now, I wake up in the morning, I use the bathroom, I do my morning breaths, and then I have 2 cups, actually a little more than that, of warm water. That's what I'm having for breakfast. Why am I doing that? Because that's electricity, energy in your body. Now, yes, we've been used to and been lied to that breakfast is the most important meal. No, we need oxygen. We need blood flow. We need to use what people have used in the past to heal themselves of what would be major illnesses without having to be ill. I do eat 2 times a day, sometimes once a day in terms of a solid meal. And for those of you who like to juice, I had apple, cucumber, and kale drink yesterday. My mother loved it because it's mostly apple, so it's just sweet. Then I also have almond milk instead of regular milk because if you really research that, you see that's a problem. So then I have peanut butter. I have peanut butter, almond, and flaxseed. Yeah, almond milk, peanut butter, bananas, and flaxseed in my drink, and it feels phenomenal. I'm not using Protandim any longer. You know why, guys? It sounds crazy. Now, if I suggest anything, you will also you always use Protandim. But my knee with Protandim wasn't in pain, but it was still about 95% flexible. Well, right now, it's about 100% flexible. Now, okay, let's talk about flexibility for a second, guys. And I know some of you guys think that, you know, for some reason, for the rest of your life, you're going to be flexible just because you are presently, but that's not the case. So I'm going to do something right now just to show you what I mean by flexibility. If you remember, Bruce Lee used to bring his chest down to his knees. Now, let me just show you. This is something that I'm impressed by because I haven't been able to do this for years. When you have a belly, it gets in the way. So from here, that's not as good as it will be, but it's better than it has been in a long time. Flexibility is important, guys, and I don't mean via what would consider yoga. I'm talking about martial arts. Now, I have a protocol that I follow that I'm going to put together for those of you who want it. If you want it, then send me a message. Send me a message. As a matter of fact, even better, for those of you who want the protocol, just send me your email. You can put it right here, send your email, or send me a personal message, and I'll get it to you. Because when it comes down to it, guys, we can be better than ever. And some of you guys are saying, well, you know, I'm older now, I can't do these things. Man, that's bull crap. It's a lie, guys. Yes, I know some of you have injuries, so that's why the exercises are like part of physical therapy. It's for the purpose of stimulating your oxygen flow to your muscles that support your joints. Do not do the things you did when you was younger in the same manner. If you're doing a stretch for the groin area, you want to align your body. Align your body properly in order for you to be able to get what you would consider more flexible as opposed to the hinge being damaged. What I mean by that, when we lay down on the floor half the time, we're back, right, guys? And then we end up getting a pulled muscle. The fact of the matter is that the way you stretch should be from the top going downward using gravity and alignment. But if you do that, then that will make it a lot easier for you to, what I consider, get more flexible. All right, guys, so listen, I know a lot of you guys are posting stuff. I apologize. I will respond to every single one of your posts and questions right after. But what I'm saying is that I appreciate the fact that you're watching, but do not, and I repeat, do not train the way you used to. Now, as of today, I'm going to start again. B-boying, what's that? Breaking. Yes, and I'm going to do it as possible. Just to do a 6-step run around in any direction, or I should say both directions, the way I would do it, is very difficult, but it's extremely important. Flexibility is tremendously important. So this is my question to you. It's 2020 now. Did you even think you were going to be alive in 2020? I didn't think so. If I knew this, I probably would have kept some of that money. If you know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is this. We're in 2020. I call this the soaring 20s. We're going to soar to a whole other level. If you do things right, you can soar. You can really become better. Be the example of like Lou over there who's looking all cock diesel at older than me, you know? Because the truth of the matter is that Jack LaLanne was in better physical shape when he passed away than most of us ever lived. If your body has to transcend to a whole other realm, then that happens. You know, we don't know how long we're going to live, but the quality of how you live is important, right? So it's not, don't give me this thing where, well, my grandmother, you know, she used to smoke and eat nothing but pork, and because of that, she was able, no, that wasn't because, in spite of the fact that they had these so-called cultural challenges and habits, you know, is the reason why That's not the reason why they live longer. They just happen to be lucky. Yeah, we'll put some luck in the thing. You know, genes have quite a few things to do with it. There's people who are more muscular naturally, people who... But when it comes to the flexibility, please don't ever say to me, "You're so lucky, you're flexible." I freaking stretch. That's how I got lucky. I worked out. My work ethic was no excusitis allowed. Excusitis is the #1 reason why most of us are fat old bastards. Yeah, I said it. Man, I was embarrassed. I saw a videotape of myself with Julia Pavon and who's running for Congress, by the way, and the president, the CEO of Hip Hop Boulevard, Al Pizarro, and I looked like I was 4 months pregnant. Man, I was embarrassed, guys. I look in the mirror and I was embarrassed because that's not the way I wanted to be. I want to be the living example of how to do things. Instead of talking about it, actually leading by example. Now, last Saturday, I actually danced probably for close to 5 hours, believe it or not. And I would do it in intervals. Why? You go all out and then you stop. And you go all out and you stop. You go all out and stop. It does. Everyone here has enough time to train because most of you are so out of damn shape. It won't take that long to get you tired. But again, just to make life easier, I will share my so-called protocol of how at age 53, soon to be 54 next Saturday, next Friday, God willing, I can still do things that most can't. All right, so let me just show off for a second. I showed you one exercise, one little stretch, and I'm going to show you guys another little one here. All right, so here we go. When you're doing, if you want to get flexible in your groin muscle, you do not lay down on the floor first. What you do is you do a horse stance, right? And you bend your knees outward this way, outward. In other words, you want to create like a box in your knees, not sit down like this. Now, what I love about the split is that dancing last week, I did the split not once but twice with a suit on, and people were like very impressed. To me, it's a prerequisite. I never lost my split because I've always practiced it. So you get good at walking or you get good at what you practice. So if you want to be flexible, there's a way to do it. And one of the things is never bounce. Anyhow, guys, all I wanted to say was that, again, you can become better. I'm going to share some strategies with you. As long as you send me your email via personal message or here, I will send you some videos and some of the strategies because I would love for you guys to produce the same results. Now, anyone who happens to be in the Bronx, if you're looking to train with myself, I am doing private lessons and even semi-private lessons in groups, plus, and not just for martial arts, but also for dancing. And because it's all the fun stuff. If you guys notice, I put videos and pictures of me when I was part of the Rocksteady crew. And now I'm down with what's considered original crews, original styles crews. My man Jojo there, former president of Rocksteady. And I'm just saying, 2020, and we should have clear vision and take things to a whole other level. I appreciate you guys watching. I believe that if you tap into some of the protocols that I'm doing, as long as you're age 40 and above, that you'll be able to produce those incredible results that people making a big thing about. And my question to you, what would you attempt if you knew it was impossible to fail? For me, it's to do all the things I used to do and a whole bunch of things I haven't done yet. If you want to be #1, you got to have fast feet, baby. You can't drag your feet. AB, see ya. I'm out of here.